Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about the 2025 Oscars. What a night. Okay, I'm still reeling from how many amazing movies won amazing awards last night. I'm so excited to get into it. I would like to talk about what would happen if I ran the Oscars, however, because here's the thing. So every year we do an Oscars party. We have an Oscars party. We have also the Oscars ballot, okay? And when I play this game, I'm playing to win this game, okay? So I pick choices on here based on what I think the Academy will pick, okay? Not necessarily what I want to win, not what I would pick if I were part of the Academy. No, I play this game to win, okay? And this year I did win. It's so funny. I won with 12 points. I tied with someone in our group, and that's exactly what happened last year. I won with 12 points, tied with someone else in the group. But here in this video, I would like to talk about what I would do if I ran the Oscars, okay? Who I would pick out of these nominees. I'm not gonna pick my own nominees. I'm gonna pick the nominees that were already picked. And then later on, I'm gonna get into some snubs, okay? Some films or some performances that I thought were Oscar worthy, Oscar nominated worthy, Oscar award winning. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna get into some snubs, okay? Some movies that I would have nominated, some performances that I thought were Oscar award winning nominated worthy. All right, so let's get into it. Now, unfortunately, this ballot is not ordered in the order of how the awards came out last night. So I'm just gonna start from the bottom, go this way, and then we'll hit the big four at the end. The big four being Best Actor, Best Director, Best Actress, and Best Picture. So starting with Best Production Design, okay. I thought that The Brutalist was going to win this one. However, Wicked won, and good for Wicked, because I forgot that they built all that. I forgot that they planted all those 9 bajillion poppies, okay? If it were up to me, however, I would put Nosferatu. Okay, Nosferatu would be my winner here. Because for me, honestly, when it comes to production design, I honestly don't think about the big sets, okay? I don't think about how big the sets were, how much they had to build. For Wicked's case, they built a whole college campus. When I think of production design, I think of the little things. I think of the tangible things that are in every scene. How many books are stacked here? What do the pages look like over here? What does the living room look like? Okay, I'm obsessed with that part of production design. And so for that, I would pick Nosferatu every day. Up next, we have Best Film Editing. So I thought Conclave was going to win this one. Anora, thank God, picked up its first award of the night. And honestly, out of these nominations, I would pick Anora if it were up to me. Okay, Anora's editing was so fun. I love the scene when her and Ivan are like getting together, hanging out with friends. They're spending some time together before they get married. It's just so many quick cuts, so many different aspects happening, so many different characters in the frame. I think it's a wonderfully edited movie, and I love that Sean Baker does his own editing. Oh my gosh, like he is a multifaceted, multi-talented man. He loves making movies. You can tell that in the fact that he writes, directs, edits his own stuff. Okay, next we have Best Animated Feature. Ooh, actually, before we get into this, I want to say something. I'm not going to talk about the shorts because I only watched like half of them. I don't feel qualified enough to pick a favorite, so we're not going to get into the shorts in this video. I meant to say that in the beginning. Okay, moving on. We're going to do Best Animated Feature. So I thought The Wild Robot was going to win. Oh my gosh, imagine my surprise when Flow, which was my pick, won. Okay, it's hard to say that when Wallace and Gromit is also nominated, but if I'm thinking objectively, if I'm thinking even subjectively, of course Flow was the better pick for that than Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit was amazing, is my favorite. I love those two boys so much, but Flow was the better movie, and it's what I would have picked as well. So me and the Academy are 2 for 3 in that one. Next up, we have Best Original Screenplay. Okay, I underestimated Anora, and no, let me not say that. I did not underestimate Anora. I underestimated the Academy for picking Anora, because if it were up to me, Anora would have swept all 10 nominations, however many it was nominated for. But I really didn't think that the Academy appreciated it as much as I appreciated it. So I put The Substance for Best Original Screenplay, thinking The Substance has won something. Okay, I thought Demi Moore was gonna win, and I thought that screenplay was gonna win. And honestly, if it were up to me, I would have picked The Substance as well. I love Anora to death. I love Sean Baker's writing, but I do think that I appreciated the screenplay of The Substance over the screenplay of Anora. Okay, next we have Best Visual Effects. So I put Dune 2. Dune 2 was right. I I don't know, like, I guess I would have picked Dune 2. I honestly don't really care for the visual effects of any of these movies. I mean, Alien Romulus was my favorite out of the whole list, but I guess Dune 2, like, I totally understand and agree why they gave it best visual effects. I would have picked Alien Romulus because I liked it better, but that's not the name of the game, so I guess I would have, yeah, Dune 2. Best original song, like, none of these were good. What can I say? I didn't like any of them, even the Elton John song, and I adored Elton John. So I guess I would have picked El Mal from Emilia Perez just because it was like the most entertaining song, I suppose, the most entertaining performance as well. Okay, next we have Best Supporting Actress. Ooh, so I picked Zoe Saldana because I knew that's what was gonna win, and I was correct. But if it were up to me, I loved Isabella Rossellini's performance in Conclave, but however, sadly, she was hardly in the movie, and I really hate how little she was in the movie. I understand her part in the movie, and I think that every moment she was on screen, she shined, which, you know what? Honestly, maybe that's why I'm gonna pick her. Yeah, if I were to run the Oscars, I would have picked Isabella Rossellini from Conclave because every time she was on the screen, she dazzled the screen. She ate up the screen. She wasn't in it a lot, but she really shined in every moment that she could, whereas I can't say the same for every other person on this list. So that's interesting. I'm learning stuff about myself. Okay. Best Adapted Screenplay, Sing Sing. 100% Sing Sing, Best Adapted Screenplay. I need to read that original book or story that it came from. I had picked Conclave and Conclave won. Okay, Best Sound. So I picked Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 won. However, honestly, I'm gonna say The Wild Robot on this one. I thought that the sound was really good in Wild Robot. I mean, there's many moments where people aren't able to speak, or animals and robots aren't able to speak, and sound is very much a big part of it. I also remember just feeling blown away by how loud that movie was, and also the fact that it was like robot sounds, right? Like, it's not sounds that like easy to manufacture, I would imagine. Yeah, I think I would pick The Wild Robot if I were to run the Oscars and pick the nomination for Best Sound. The winner for Best Sound. Okay, next we have Best Original Score. So I thought it was gonna be The Wild Robot. I thought the score for The Wild Robot was so good. The Brutalist ended up winning, and if it were up to me, I would still pick The Wild Robot. The score was fantastic. I feel like it's a score I could listen to on my own, and I'm not a score listening kind of person. Okay, next we have Best Documentary Feature. Ooh, okay, so No Other Land won. I chose that to win, and I think that's the one that I would pick if I were to run the Oscars. The only other one that could be in contention would be Black Box Diaries. Ooh, that one hit for me. Okay, there's a very pivotal moment in that documentary. It's about a woman who has revealed herself while going through this really high profile sexual assault case that happened. It's an assault that happened to her. She's trying to bring the man to court. And in Japan, you just don't do that. Like, you don't reveal your face if you even manage to make it to court with a claim like that. And she's very strong, very resilient. Oh my gosh. The stuff that she had to go through and how long the case has taken for her to go through is crazy, but there's one moment in it that is so like pivotal to me. I will think about it all of my life. So Black Box Diaries is definitely in contention for Best Documentary Feature, but I think I would pick No Other Land just because of the state of the world of last year, and that's something that I know that the Oscar Academy voters have been thinking about as well. So like, they're keeping that stuff in mind, what happened last year, and usually they end up picking the documentary that has to do with that subject. Okay, Best Makeup and Hairstyling. I said The Substance. I'm gonna keep giving it to The Substance. The Substance is what won. The only one that would be in contention for it would be Nosferatu, because that makeup on Count Orlok is crazy. Also, everyone else, for looking as sickly and Victorian as they did, amazing. But Nosferatu especially looked crazy. But, you know, The Substance, okay, listen. They put the most gunk on her. She's gonna win the award. All right, next we have Best Costume Design. I said Wicked. Wicked is what won. If it were up to me, however, I want to say Nosferatu. Like, I love period clothing, and I would say Nosferatu. Wicked is so close in contention though, because there were so many characters, so many background characters that had all these extremely elaborate, colorful outfits. I mean, the outfits really pop on the screen, but I was obsessed with the clothing in Nosferatu. I was obsessed with how heavy and even dull the clothing felt, yet while still being so prominent on the screen. Like, I really was staring at all the I love the clothing, like even thinking about like Willem Dafoe's clothing, the way that the women dressed. Nosferatu I think would take that for me. Okay, Best Supporting Actor. Kieran Culkin has swept this award season, by the way. Like, we all knew he was going to win. If it were up to me, however, I would give it to Yuri Borisov every single day for his performance in Anora. I went into that movie almost scared of him. I was like, why do they keep showing this guy? Like, why is he haunting my screen right now? Why is he going to be haunting my dreams later tonight? He ate up that role. He ate up that movie. The movie would not be what it is without him, okay? Whereas I feel like almost anyone could have played the character that Kieran Culkin played in A Real Pain. It would not have been hard to get into character for that. But Yuri Borisov and Anora, that's kind of a once in a lifetime kind of man to do that kind of performance, in my opinion. All right, best international film. We are almost done here. Okay, this is going to be extremely upsetting to admit, but I missed 3 out of the 5 of these nominations, and the 3 that I missed were the ones that I really wanted to see. So you know what? I'm actually not going to pick my best international feature film because I'm not qualified to pick from there. Based on what I know, I think I would still pick I'm Still Here, which is the one that won. I thought Emilia Perez was going to win. Okay, I thought that the Academy was going to do what they always do and upset me. But instead, they gave it to I'm Still Here, the Brazil pick, and I feel like that's what I would have picked. However, I am very interested in The Seed of the Sacred Fig. This year, I'm making it a priority to watch these 3 that I missed. Okay, next we have Best Cinematography. Ooh, okay, I thought Nosferatu was gonna win. I'm a fool because, of course, The Brutalist won. If it were up to me, I would still say Nosferatu. Why am I thinking about this? Why am I even thinking about this? Just the scene alone where Jonathan is going to Nosferatu's castle, that whole sequence all by itself deserves the Academy Award, okay? Deserves the award for cinematography. Loved the cinematography in Nosferatu. See, I would have swept with Nosferatu if I were an Academy voter here. Okay, I think we are in the final. Yeah, we are. Okay, so we have Best Actor, Best Director, Best Actress, and Best Picture, the big 4. For Best Actor, that's tough because I always want to pick Colman Domingo. Okay, love him. I think he's an amazing actor. However, I think that Ralph Fiennes in Conclave ate so hard, ate and licked the plate. And for that, I would give Best Actor to Ralph Fiennes, okay? He gives sensitive, he gives sensible, he gives strong. He has so many emotions in his performance that also seems so genuine at the same time. Whereas I feel like a lot of these people kind of gave a one-track performance, you know, like, this is my character, this is how my character is, here's the best performance you're ever going to see of me acting like this character. Whereas Ralph Fiennes, he had so many emotions to convey in Conclave, and he did them expertly, and I would give the award to him any day. So next we have Best Director, and I said that Anora, Sean Baker was going to win. It is what won. It is what I would have picked out of these directors. Don't get me wrong, Coralie Farjat, like, for The Substance, I would love to give this to her, but I'm sticking with my guns that The Substance should have won Best Original Screenplay, and for that I definitely have to stick with my guns and say that Sean Baker deserved the award that he got for Best Director with Anora, 100%. Okay, Best Actress, y'all, let me give a bow down. Let me give a bow down to Mikey Madison. I didn't think they were gonna do it, okay? And this is coming from the girl who has been tracking all of the awards from the 2024/2025 awards season. Mikey Madison has won so many Best Actress awards, and I still thought that Demi Moore was gonna take it. I really did. Like, I'm upset with myself for not trusting the Academy to love Anora the way that I loved Anora, and thankfully Mikey Madison won. For me, oh my god, this is so hard because I want to give it to Demi Moore. Like, I feel like she 100% deserved it for her performance, what her performance means, what she means as a woman in Hollywood. But Mikey Madison, like, that was just something special. Like, that was a special performance, a special movie that we got to see with Anora. And deep in my heart, I want to give it to Mikey Madison. So I'm giving it to Mikey Madison. All right, the final nomination we have here is Best Picture. And the Academy got it right, ladies and gentlemen. They did it. They did the thing they needed to do, which was give Anora the Academy Award, the Oscar for Best Picture. And I'm so glad that they did. Again, if I were to pick another one, like, if a close second, it would be The Substance, because that was like favorite movie of the year. but Anora, just what it meant, what we went through, the goons, the funnies, the laughs, the seriousness, the ending, Mikey Madison's accent, Yura Borisov, just Sean Baker just being Sean Baker. Like, I'm so glad that he is getting this recognition because he deserves it. His films are amazing. He said long live independent film. Like, I love it so much. He urged us to go back to the movie theaters and stay at the movie theaters and let our children enjoy and experience the movie theaters. I love him so much for that. Okay, so that is what would have happened if I ran the Oscars. Let me know what you feel. Let me know what your opinions were. What upsets happened to you? Did you want a different movie to win Best Picture? Why? Tell me why. Were you also banking on a Demi Moore win? And were you upset that Mikey Madison won, or do you get it? Because I hope you understand. Okay, now I would just like to talk about a couple of snubs. First of all, challengers. Snubbed like you wouldn't even imagine. I don't even know all of the categories I'd put in it. I would nominate challengers for Best Picture. I would nominate for Best Actor, 100% for Best Actress. I would nominate it for Best Sound, Best Original Score, Best Film Editing. Challengers not winning Best Film Editing makes me sick to my stomach. I also would have given it a screenplay nomination as well. Okay, next up we have Lily Rose Depp nominated for Best Actress in Nosferatu. That was sickening that they didn't nominate her. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand we are making some progress with adding some horror movies into these nominations. Okay, thank you The Substance, thank you Coralie Farjat, but they just weren't brave enough to have 2 horror actors in the Best Actress category, and that's really sad because Lily Rose Depp deserved a nomination for Nosferatu. Okay, I also put down Furiosa. I just said something, like it should have been nominated for something. I don't know whether that's Best Visual Effects, Best Sound, even Best Score would have been fun. Best Editing, Best Film Editing. Furiosa should have been on this ballot somewhere. Okay, and then I have 2 sound nominations. I think that Twister should have been nominated for Best Sound, and I think that the Civil War, or is it just called Civil War? I think it's just called Civil War from Alex Garland, should have been nominated for Best Sound. And I'm surprised it wasn't, because the Academy sometimes, they don't prioritize the best sound or the best makeup and hairstyling. They just prioritize the most, okay? Which movies had the loudest sound? Civil War 100% had the loudest sound, okay? You look at the makeup and hairstyling nomination, usually the person who puts on the most prosthetics will win that nomination. Okay, so that's why The Substance won. But yeah, I was shocked that Civil War did not get a sound nomination over A Complete Unknown. So yeah, okay, those were my thoughts. Those were my snubs. That is what would have happened if I had ran the Oscars. Anora would have swept. The Substance would have won Best Original Screenplay. Nosferatu would have won almost everything it was nominated for. Adrian Brody would not have won Best Actor for The Brutalist. Yura Borisov, I mean, Anora would have swept. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. It would have swept. I've been waiting for like a random unboxing video of some kind to show you this, but I think that it's time now to show you how much of an Anora fan I am. I got this signed poster from Sean Baker. I believe I got it from the Neon site, and it's been sitting here. It needs to get framed. It needs to go up in the green room. I love the pink. I think the pink is going to look so nice with the room. Like, don't you think so? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's how big of an Anora fan I am. All right, I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really want to know your Oscars thoughts down below. Let me know your snubs. Okay, where would you have fit challengers? Where would challengers have gone in your nomination ballots? Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. If you are a returning viewer from my other videos, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support so much. If you like this video, give it a like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.